Hey, welcome to the fourth match in this league. We're up 3-0, which is a nice feeling compared to the last league. This hand is one land away from being awesome. But it definitely has stuff to do, and it's not like I can draw too many more 3-drops, to be honest. So, like, either I'm drawing a spell I can cast, or I'm drawing a land. So... And I do have the colored mana to cast the Masters if I draw the appropriate card. Human deck. Well, I do not have a land. But at least I can attack for 3 damage. Not really what I'm looking for, but hey. If this guy blind meddling mages Master of Ethereum, I will be very unhappy. Oh, Kitesail Freebooter. It does sort of stop me from attacking. Until I draw land. And Master of Ethereum. This way I get 2 damage. If I had tapped a Signal Pest, I would be attacking with 2 1/3s and he'd block 1, and I'd only get 1 damage. Wah, wah, wah. Reflector Mage. Yay. How can he possibly win without casting Reflector Mage this turn? Like, if he doesn't cast Reflector Mage, then I'm casting another Master of Ethereum and attacking with a gigantic Master and 2 big Ornithopters. Unless he plays, like even a Mantis Rider is just kind of bad here. Oh, look. He's like, oh, yeah, you got it. So, the more I play against humans, the more I realize that I just don't want to sideboard against them. Their creatures get too big too fast for Whip Flare or Grid to be particularly good against them. I think I just don't want the Welding Jar because they don't really have very many shatter effects. They've got like a couple of Ithian Renegades on the side, and that's basically it. So I'll just side in the 3 mana 2/2 unblockable that can block anything, and call that good. Turns out the main plan of Affinity is just good against them. I don't even want to like waste time faffing about with Blood Moon, unless maybe I'm on the play and I'm feeling lucky that they don't have an Aether Vial. But why take a risk of drawing a card that's not good if you could just draw only cards that are good, right? Because sure, if you Blood Moon them and they get Blood Mooned out, you win easy. But you could also draw a dead card when you really needed something live and lose because you drew a Blood Moon that's dead. Unlike against that 3-color deck that we just played against, the Grixis Control thing, where you're sort of certain that a Blood Moon is going to basically win you the game because they're not going to be able to cast spells forever. This hand is awful because it has 6 mana sources, and that's way too many mana sources. This hand is very slow. I want to draw land, I think. On the plus side, he did mulligan. And I do think mutual mulligans favor the person on the draw just a bit. But I definitely have to draw land in my first 2 draw steps to be happy about my position in this game. And realistically speaking, I need a 3rd land to actually... Okay. Mox Opal counts as a land. I do want an actual land next turn, though. Yes, you have a freebooter. You take a cranial plating. I pray that I draw land. I really want to get this Steel Overseer down this turn. Oh, man, I get really owned if he has a turn 3, that stupid thing that does pinging. Is it Static Caster? Pretty dead if he has that. Alright, I can deal with multiple Kitesail for freebooters. That's fine. Because sure, he's taking my Cranial Platings out, but I still have a Steel Overseer in my hand, so until that dies, I'm not giving up. Also, the whole clock thing is something he's not really presenting. Kitesail Freebooter, not the scariest card. I will decline to suicide my guys into his stuff. Alright, opponent, do you have a thing that actually does anything to Steel Overseer? If you do, congratulations, you probably win. If you don't, congratulations, you probably lose. White, blue, Reflector Mage. No, this is a Mantis Rider. As a Mantis Rider, I do not see him winning this game, because there's going to be an unchecked Steel Overseer, which is unbeatable in creature mirrors. Hooray! Take 5, go to 12. I mean, sure, I'm taking damage, but he can no longer attack with the freebooters. What is he, Reflecting Mage? The Overseer? See, there's no good targets, not that the Overseer is activated once. Like, if you Reflector Mage as a Vault Scourge and attacks with the Mantis Rider, I can just shift the counters over because he's got nothing that goes on at instant speed. I mean, the scariest thing is him playing Reflector Mage and then going in with a Meddling Mage to keep that thing from ever being cast, but even that, like, my board is always already big. He's already not winning against the board. I will decline to sacrifice Arcbound Ravage to itself. Valley's Lieutenant. See, now that actually does something. Do I want to take 8? I think I do, actually. Yeah, I think I'll take 8. I have Vault Scourges. I don't want to lose the Vault Scourges, so I'll take 8. Darksteel Citadel and pass. But Steel Overseer remains a card. Now I'm in trouble if he has another Reflector Mage, I think. Or Vithian Renegades. It's also nice I can activate both of these, block, and then pump one of the two. So my lands can be a 2-3 and a 3-3 flyer. don't think that's gonna work out quite that well for you, Mr. Opponent. So this way, the only thing I have that dies is an Inkmoth Nexus. It is a little bit weak to an Is It Static Caster, because then he can Is It Static Caster and kill both Vault Scourges. But I'll already have gained 6 life, and he'll have a Reflector Mage, a Mantis Rider, and an Is It Static Caster. Or playing around Is It Static Caster, I could block like this, and pump the Blink Moth. This plays around Static Caster. No, this doesn't. The Static Caster pumps the Thalia's Lieutenant. I like this the most. No, if this is a Static Caster, all of his stuff dies except for the Reflector Mage, no matter what. Okay, it is a Static Caster. So he's probably killing the Vault Scourges. Yeah. I'd rather keep alive a Blink Moth. Alright. Master of Ethereum looks good. Remain uninterested in trying to get too aggressive. Suppose this is pretty open to getting attacked by flyers, which is not the best. Rebooter. A land. I didn't want to attack with a Signal Pest because if he had like a Reflector May, I guess I probably should have. There's no single human that punishes me really hard for attacking with this giant master. So I'm going to put him at super low or needs to jump range. What? Why? Send a message? Sure. So if I attack with like the Steel Overseer there, okay. What I was saying, if I attack with a Steel Overseer there, and then he plays a Reflector Mage, then he attacks me down to 1. That's, you know, not acceptable. This way, I felt was the safest line for like not getting counterattacked for significant amounts of damage. And we win the match. So hurrah! All right, that's 4-0.